and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. Excuse me, start over. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation life energy coach under the sun. Reason why there's no such coaching program like my coaching program, which I designed myself during the last 9 years of being a coach. And nobody spends as much time with another clients like I do. True story. All the information from me is below. If you want to be in coaching with me, understand I am a very intense coach, very direct. I rendezvous with my clients 2 to 3 times per week. And I recommend 2 to 3 months in coaching with me in order for me to be able to go over the coaching program and leave you in a good spot. You might need more. You might need less. You might just need 2 months. Okay, I've had those cases. However, do expect that you need to come prepared to work. I cannot do your push-ups for you. Everything's recorded in my coaching. The sessions are an hour long. You have the option between Zoom or phone calls, okay? And I record everything for you and for me to track your process, and for me, most certainly to take many notes. So we start out by processing emotions of the past, covering your past history, and forgiving, letting go of all the incidents that you may have, lived. The drama trauma panorama, as I keep referring to it in all of my audios that you, I'm sure, have heard many times. And then and only then I proceed to help you understand how to really manifest. And it's not as hard as it really, sounds or people are trying to make it out to look like. So that's what the program consists of. Again, depending on the case, it might take you longer, which is okay. Everybody's on their journey. Everybody has different histories. Everybody has different stories, okay? So again, want to remind everybody that I have entry-level coaching packages on my website. The links are all below. Which are Magic and Miracles audios and also the video school. This is without me. Obviously, I'm sending you the videos and audios, but I don't interact with you one-on-one. If you want to schedule a session in addition to this package, some people have done that, but nothing beats coaching one-on-one. You understand that. Now, really quick, I have to mention that right after the live, okay, if you haven't already gotten the package for the Magic Spells class at 4:30, like right after the class, right after the live, sorry, go ahead and get it. Sign the coaching agreement though. Don't just send me the proof of, purchase of the coaching package. You still have it, like you literally have an hour. If you want to get in, get in. Otherwise, if you want to just receive the tape, for the class, I don't know if I'll be doing another one. This is something like, an experimentary situation that I'm doing. If you want to just receive the tape and be anonymous, some people have chosen that. Okay, so I understand people are private and no. So you can do that, but you do it now, in other words. So the topic of today is the parallel version of your SP. Let me get into some comments really quick. Ivy Paulina. Right away, right off the bat, question. What's the best way to deal with when SP stops communicating? Okay, let me answer that later. Yara, hi, Yara. Oh, hi, okay. Hi, Cat V. Thanks for my wrench. Yeah, how you like me now? How you like you now? I love it. Yeah, I finally figured it out. I was just like, whatever, doing something one night, and I figured out how to do this. Whilst I was deleting all the nasty comments from the last live. Okay. Let me answer this question really quick, and then I'll get into my topic. This way I'll stay organized. What's the best way to deal with when SP stops communicating? There's so many variables here. I don't even know how to answer it. If this person is still with us, Ivy, I need more clarification, I would say. I would say the first thing is not to freak out. It's not the end of the world. It can mean whatever you want it to mean. So actually, this is so apropos of what I'm discussing today. So the parallel version of your SP, a lot of people come to my coaching with those SP problems. And usually, it's some drama. Essentially, somebody walked out, somebody cheated, somebody left, somebody chose the third party, blah, 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 blah. Or they're just not very nice to you. Didn't treat you very nice, never apologized, all that jazz. And here's the deal. So from the vantage point, here's the global idea that I'm going to introduce, and we're going to get into the discussion. From the vantage point of your old programming, of your old beliefs, you could have only manifested this version. So forgive yourself, forgive this person. If you can possibly work on that, because this will set you free for a different version of this person. This is super, like, ultra top importance, okay? You cannot manifest a new version of your SP if you're still hanging on to the drama, trauma, panorama. I mean, this is just, it goes without saying. This is my mantra. This is just the way things are created in the universe. You cannot be in the same vibration with which you created the not so lovely version, let's just say, and suddenly hoopla, manifest with the same vibration, a different version. Does not exist. So you have to change and understand that you will then attract a different version in this, from this vantage point now that you're operating from. Okay, it doesn't happen any other way. Don't wait for them to apologize and then feel better. It doesn't happen like that. So somehow, some way, I don't know your story, but you know your story. You are going to have to make good with how things are right now. And this entails telling a story that makes sense for you, where things have a different meaning. Now, you can look at the same situation with the same situation with different eyes and give it different meaning, and thus you will derive a different outcome. This is of paramount importance. So Yara, yeah, I can't help with these things. I'm sorry that you can see or she can't see me. Kat V, I'm handing over Yara's hello. How you like me now? Now I'm like a post person. Kat V is like, I feel so strong. I love it. Cleopatra is alive. Jeffrey Miller, hilarious. I'm confused about, Yara says, I'm confused about recreating SPs. Does the new version have a different past memories? Does the new version have a different past memories? If you want them to. So there are a lot of variables here, and whatever situation that you're dealing with right now, understand fundamentally what I just said. You can't really hang on to the past version so much, because chances are, listen, if you're operating right now, my voice today is like, if you're operating from the same beliefs right now as you have operated when you manifested the drama, you need to spend some time working on yourself, okay? It's impossible. This is why I say, do not watch 300 million videos. Get a coach that makes sense. Simple like that, okay, that you resonate with. Because doing this work on your own is rather challenging, okay? You better off having a hand, a right hand in a coach that has already gone through the situation themselves. Very important. And also understands how to take you to the finish line in the shortest period of time. The amount of time you spend in misery is entirely optional. This is what I just want to say. So it's not about watching the videos. The state of being, like people like to say, has to change, because in that state, you will manifest this person back. You will manifest this parallel version. You're operating with a different mentality. So when you're saying, I'm confused about recreating SPs, does he have a different past memories? You have to understand, you have to put yourself back in the driver's seat. And when you are in this empowered state of, I know exactly who I am the god of my reality, then you get to choose whatever the fuck you want. And I really mean literally, you get to rewrite history with this person. I mean, provided this is believable to you. Okay, so this is another component. Forgiving, letting go, and making it believable in your mind. So if it doesn't make any sense for you that this person will change right here, right now, maybe in this parallel reality that you're occupying right now with the belief system that you have, it seems to you impossible. And you're actually correct, because from this vantage point, it will be impossible, like I said. But as you shift, and I observe this like time and time again in my coaching, and not to brag on me, but honestly to brag on the people in my coaching, because not for nothing, but I attract really amazing clients. I cannot say enough good things about my clients. I'm really fucking impressed. Like, I've said this before. I never get tired of saying this. Really impressed with the caliber of people. Once in a while, as you all know, some wakadu famously came into my coaching. People like that exist. What can I say, right? So they're haters. They're kind of like people that really, actually, in my opinion, they need psychiatric help. I'm not even trying to, kind of like be demeaning or anything. It's just the truth, right? It's not coaching that some people need. They really need, like, medication and stuff. And seriously, like, a psychologist. A coach is not a psychologist, just to be clear. Yes, I do employ, certain methods that appear to be similar, but used in a very different way, because I'm allowed to give you feedback. And of course, you need to be respectful. And so the reason I'm mentioning it is because people who are really thirsty for change, and they really understand that, you got to get humble. You got to get humble. You got to understand that you yourself have to change, and then things will change. So you cannot come into coaching or into a new endeavor to manifest somebody or something else doing the same exact shit you've been doing before. It's just, kind of like Einstein's quote, the definition of insanity is doing the same shit over and over again. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And expecting a different outcome. So fundamentally, you have to change your ambition to create this world in which this SP, and you live in this world naturally, obviously, duh. This SP of yours has always been like this. And so this is the end goal for everybody. And again, doesn't need to take years. Really, I mean, listen, I've heard everything in my coaching. People have told me that they've been years in coaching. What are you doing? Years in coaching. Like, I mean, years. I mean, 1 year, all right, fine. I've had those in my coaching. But years? I mean, at some point, shouldn't you ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing? Maybe I'm not choosing the right coach, something like that. And I get it, like, different people resonate to different, coaches, this and that. But at the end of the day, if you're not shifting, right? If you're not changing your energy, you're going nowhere. And so with the different energy that will be in alignment with this new version of your SP, you will manifest this like 1, 2, 3. This is easy. This is child's play. The person who's in charge is, of course, you. And so understand this. I'm on the roll, so I'm going to continue, and then I'll read your guys' comments. You gotta understand, the number one thing is you're not bringing in the same person. You're not. Just mathematically and just, metaphysically, in any shape or form, you're not bringing back the same person. When we're talking about bringing back an SP or changing them or entertaining a parallel version, you are not bringing back the same person. So give up on this idea that you are reconnecting with your ex. This is a different version altogether. Now, the qualities that this version will have will be different according to your choices. So in other words, the same person isn't showing up anyway, so I might as well choose the specific qualities that this person will have. Okay, so this in fact frees you up. Like many times, a lot of times, I hear in my coaching, Anna, I haven't seen this person in so long. It's been years and this and that, decades in some cases. And there's this hesitation, right? So how do I know if they want me? Are they thinking about me? Are they coming back? Well, completely forgetting that it's up to you, right? It's up to you to create this new version, to choose out of the myriads of possibilities of all the versions, irregardless of the version that you experienced before, by the way. Choose the one that suits you most, because anything is possible. Again, it just comes down to what can you buy into, what can you believe. Okay, it literally is not the same person anyway, and you can change the SP many times over in the like, let's just say you're reconnected with them and you want to rearrange certain things about them. You can do it, obviously you can. Like, every time you leave your house or your apartment, you're recreating the entire building that you're walking into. Don't you think that you can recreate a fucking SP, one person? Come on. Hello, good morning, how are you? Of course. Let me read some comments. Yara, saving money for coaching. Okay, that's a good goal. Do you believe in Jesus? Okay. Oh, thank you, Ketvi. Don't you feel sexy deleting all these comments? Hi, Anna. How are you? Anna, if you want to join my class, I'm sure you heard about it. You still have a chance. Literally, guys, you have like a half hour to sign up to my class right after live. Just saying. I'm just, letting you know you're going to miss out on a lot of information that you might need. And what I'm going to talk about is magic spells. Magic spells are not some woo-woo shit in my book. I've been studying this, since I was, let's see, 12. Yeah. My grandma told me, and it's basically energy work. It's how to literally command things into existence with a much more powerful energy than you've ever been able to cultivate. And this is some serious stuff, because here, I'll explain a little bit for those of you who are new, because a lot of people are, new. And I want to give a little taste of, what I already talked about. But, I had this ex-boyfriend, actually my first boyfriend. Let's start with that. And when I met him, he was like a total womanizer. He thought he was hot shit. He was into music. He was, I think, 6 years older than me, and I was like 16 when I met him, if you can imagine. And I had a crush on him, but I knew about his reputation. And I was like, well, that's not going to work for me, this kind of behavior. So I intended that when he gets together with me, he's going to be all about me, like literally going crazy over me and catering to me, just being totally madly obsessed, like you guys like to think, okay? And so in the beginning of the relationship, yeah, he still kind of like was acting like super cool and this and that. But I started noticing that he was becoming like more and more zoomed in on me, like really kind of like jealous and this and that, to the point where so the intention was there, but at some point I did something. I created this energy, and this is what I'm going to talk about right after live, of specific requests. Like, this is how I want him to be. This is how I want him to talk to me. This is how I want him to treat me. I went into specifics. This is why scripting is so fucking powerful. And one by one, everything came true. When I was leaving to go to States, to New York, his visa didn't get approved, so he couldn't come, and he was heartbroken. But prior to that, I again made sure that I did another magic spell on him, being glued to me still, whatever happens, and kind of being selfish in a way, because I knew I was going to stay in New York. I wasn't coming back, even though I told him that I would. But I wanted to have him loyal and faithful and all this fucking jazz. And this is a guy that, like, handsome, like tall, like really, artistic, into music, this and that, like hot shit of the town. And he was waiting for me for like, I don't know how many years. communicating with me in the Senate and begging me to come back. Like literally, I think at some point he was suicidal. And I didn't want him anymore. So this basically goes to show how powerful this energy is. And he's still obsessed with me, long story short. So be mindful of what it is you do. It will come true. It just might work too good, is my point. People underestimate their power all the time. Like when I didn't want this person anymore, I should have let them go. I just, at that moment in my life, I didn't, I know it sounds so silly. I didn't quite make the connection between like what I've done and why is he still obsessed. I already left kind of deal. But the proper etiquette is to release somebody. So this is one of the situations that really worked too good. So you need to use your power wisely and send out these intentions, do these magic spells, this energy work that is really potent when you definitely made up your mind. It isn't that you're powerless, it's that you have too much fucking power and you're not aware of it, okay? Thank you, Ketvi. You are a blessing. Seriously though. Okay, let me just go over real quick some comments. Yara says, in my case, it's 20 years. Okay. I think Anna had a question. Oh, no. Thank you for inviting me. Yeah, you're welcome. It's there on my website if you want to book it. Because I already have your coaching agreement, Anna. Ketvi is like, oh yeah, I'm glowing over here. Feeling powerful, huh, Ketvi? Yes, this is what's up from here on. We only waited for this for like a fucking year for me to get off my ass and figure this out. Listen, technology is not my strong suit. I don't know what to tell you. The other day I went to buy these things, you know, the whatever the fuck they're called. I'll show you. These. Oh my God, I felt like I was on the moon. I walked in there, I'm like, you know these things that, you know, they're wireless and they had all these settings. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so stuck in the wrong century. It's not even funny. Anyway, something like that. Okay, Yara, Anna, do you teach magic spells in your coaching too? Yes, I do, of course. I'm not gonna deprive my clients of that information. Liz V. Hi, Anna. SP is not showing up in a desired way. Wants only sex. Ignores my text when I express my feelings. Disappears. I'm afraid he won't chase me if I step away. You know, Liz V, with all due respect, darling, we've had this conversation like 3 times already. It's kind of like the same. I would love to help you. You just gotta let me. I can't help you like this. I need to know more of what's going on. Ketvi, before I was training for pest control. Yeah, a whole year of training. And huffing and puffing. It was so easy too. For anybody who's listening in and doesn't know and like oblivious to technology like I am. If you go to your comments, you can just tap on the comment of that person and there's an option to make them a moderator. I found out by accident, by chance, I should say. So back to the subject. This is a subject. So you're not bringing back the same person. So that point, you don't have. It doesn't have to make sense. So in other words, let's just say, like on the topic of narcissists, if you really care about this person, you can change them into an empath. I've seen that done in my coaching, 100 zillion%. At the very least, they won't be that selfish. Like, let's just say it's a parent or somebody, or if it's dear to your heart and it happens to be your SP, that is possible too. I've done this in my own life. My clients have done it. It's not as intimidating as it sounds. I know there are channels dedicated to fucking narcissists, like upon thousands of them. And I don't know if I'm angry about it anymore. I think it's really fucking stupid, really unintelligent to scare people into this victimhood. and call themselves survivors. You're not fucking surviving anything. You're still whining about something that happened to you, and you're not fucking changing it. This is what, I don't tolerate in my coaching. I will hear you out. Yes, that is true. I will need the information about your past and this and that. But that you get to go on and whine about it never endingly. No fucking no. No way. No. We're here about making the change. And so even a narcissist can change in the way that you want them to change. Because it doesn't have to make sense, and it's not the same version. Out of the myriads of versions, don't you think there is one version, at least one, if not like fucking trillion, that is not a narcissist and has never been a narcissist? And so each case is very individual, very intricate, right? This work is very intricate because it has to be believable to the person. And that's the process that I walk every client through, in order to, like, little by little custom make your new ideas that will sink in, will be believable to you, and that will produce literally a different person. Like I said, it's a different person anyway. You might as well name what they will be, literally. You can even change their appearance, change how much money they make. I mean, anything at all. Their hair. They're a hologram just like you, so of course you can change it. But you reign in this universe. Yara says, Anna, congrats for your new subscribers. Yeah, thank you. It's like somebody pressed the button all of a sudden. Liz V. Yeah, I get so caught up with my situation and get sidetracked. I'm in my head, but I am emailing you for sure. Yeah, I understand the procrastination, but not for nothing. If you really want something, you just gotta, excuse me, do it. Yeah, very important. I guess you're not that uncomfortable, but for now. Sometimes people wait till they're really, really desperate and uncomfortable, and then they go out and seek help, which is time wasted, just in my opinion, where you could have been just changing things all along, and not suffer. Just like I said, suffering is entirely optional if you have the information. If you understand that you can do literal magic on people. Yara, Anna, what are your thoughts about custom meditations, about recreating SPs or ourselves? What are my thoughts? Wonderful. I don't know. Beautiful, wonderful, simply magical. Actually, I've done those for people. It isn't my favorite. I'd rather record one for everybody. This is what I do in with the Magic and Miracles audios, by the way. This is literally coaching material audios. This is why I'm not putting them out on my channel anymore. And again, I've addressed this before, but I just kind of like grew tired of not going where I want to go on my channel. And I'm not trying to not be modest, but I'm fully aware of how good my material is. Not for nothing. I know it's good because it produced my life. But I just wanted to take it further without, having to like expose my coaching methods out in public. And that's what that is. But it's literally coaching material. It's like I'm coaching you with audios, essentially, which I used to do on this channel. This is how I started coaching people. Yara says, can they help, meaning meditations, when I'm going to sleep to reprogram myself? Oh, yeah, not like that. 1 second. Ooh, so thirsty suddenly. Yeah, a lot of people, there's an industry behind this, like so many different industries, like the SP industry, of offering you a band-aid. And this is not even that. Let me just be very polite. I think it's extraordinarily lazy to just turn the tape on and go to sleep and expect your mind to be rewired. Don't you think that you deserve a little more effort? I'm just saying, you guys, there's I'm becoming aware of people and I'm not saying anybody here necessarily, but just unstuck yourself from thinking you will have to do nothing. Okay, that's lazy. That's completely wrong to expect that. It's not logical. It doesn't make any sense. That you're going to watch videos and listen to meditation tapes and you're done. I'm sorry. I have news for you. That does not work. So you're gonna have to get, pull up your sleeves and dig into the dirt of your beliefs. That's the only thing that will save you, quite frankly. If you do that, though, the rest is easy. The manifestation itself is easy. But if you don't want to invest time or money in yourself, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, quite frankly. So reprogramming subconscious mind deliberately works a hell of a lot better if you take the time to do it consciously. So let's just say you're sleeping and you're listening to this fucking tape. What are you doing the rest of the day when you're awake? Still being triggered, still anxiety, still worry, still anger, still fears. Okay, fabulous. Not really, So you have to be deliberate about it. There's no shortcut. So sorry. Otherwise, it's like this. I would rather, there are people who, I don't know how to say it, like buy cheaper versions of things. I'm the kind of person who I want the most expensive thing that I can get so that I don't have to buy it over and over again. Okay? Because I know it'll definitely work. Some people think that they're saving money. No, you're really not. You're spending more in the long term because you're going to have to replace it over and over and over again. Or, yeah, literally what I just said. So in the long run, you're spending more money. It's exactly the same thing with manifestation and coaching and all this and that. Do it one time, but do it fucking right. Don't dance around it. Don't think that this will involve no effort and all this kind of fucking shit. Fucking shit. I don't know what just happened there. Just go for it. Like, get it done. All right. And then talk to me about, like some fucking tape. You're going to laugh at that once you really understand how easy it is. Relatively easy. Okay. Let me replace easy with simple. It is simple. It's not easy to understand how to me it is. If you really know what you're doing, you're going to reprogram your subconscious mind in a relatively short period of time. But doing it deliberately, not waiting for somebody to do it for you, literally. I mean, that's what it is. Hi, Lista. Best coach. Thank you, Lista. Best client. All my clients are wonderful, like I said. So that's what I think. Okay, so it doesn't have to make sense. I talked about the narcissist. And remember this very important thing. You're controlling them on a remote control. I have an audio on my channel stating, with the same title. You have your SP on a remote control. What that really means is they're your mirror. So once you get to know yourself, really important to understand what it is you're really thinking about them, what it is you're really feeling about them. Once you understand that, it's not a mystery anymore. But some people hold on to shit for so long, it becomes second nature to them. And they don't even notice the feelings anymore. So they just go on automatic pilot with these feelings, and they don't even know, like if you ask them, they don't even know what they're feeling. And I've had those people in my coaching. And that's basically suppression. And that is, a very unhealthy situation. You need to address that because chances are the reason you're suppressing it is because a lot of, stuff is there piled up. So you're going to have to open up, yes, that kind of warms and process it. Otherwise, just energetically speaking, you're not going to be able to create anything else. And then it becomes much clearer. Why is it you're manifesting this and not something else? Why you manifested in the past this and not something else? It's all out in the open, actually. It's not so mysterious, like, oh, I have to reprogram my subconscious mind. Like, it's so fucking mysterious what you're thinking about this person. If you're completely honest, if you're really, really fucking honest, you will be able to identify with, some help. If I can help you, that's wonderful. What it is you're truly thinking about this person, what was premeditated even when you met this person, and what was certainly premeditated in your mind when some drama happened between you. It's totally a mirror. If you want the mirror to smile, you have to smile first. So leave your SP completely out of it. Leave everybody fucking out of it. And it's kind of like, how can I say, it's really fun and easy this way, that you gotta exclude everybody else and just pay attention to what you're doing on the inside. And you can have any parallel version of your SP that you can dream of. Just convince your mind that this is, and by convince, I'm not implying effort, by the way, because a lot of people, coaches just affirm, affirm, affirm. No, not like that. Convincing meaning massaging your mind day in and day out into a certain idea, just by gently thinking about, what is it that I want? Again, some people are so bogged down and so, have been suppressing their needs and their wants for so long that they don't even know anymore what the fuck they want, and they just settle. Sorry, this fly wants to learn about manifestation also. So if you don't know what you want and you're just settling, why are you surprised, right? So what is it that I want? What kind of SP version do I want to have? This is so important, even though so trivial. A lot of people just walk around not deciding shit in their life. Like just literally, yeah, go ahead, whatever, meditation tape, decide my life for me. Go ahead, whatever, this one, yeah, whatever you want to do, SP, and I'm going to take the cue from the outside world. Never going back to the drawing board and never understanding that it is up to me. If I'm going to take charge finally of my fucking life, I need to realize it's up to me. So leave everybody out of the equation and understand, if you walk up to the mirror and you smile, it smiles back. It has no option. It doesn't have a mind. It doesn't have an opinion. Nothing like that. Okay? It just constantly, continuously is obeying you. So if you, you can take my word for it if you don't understand it, if you don't believe in it yet. But that's exactly what is happening. And you might tell me, some people come into my coaching again and they try ever so hard to convince me, oh yeah, I've done the work on my beliefs and, everything is fine, just this SP situation. Okay, just this SP? No, there's no such thing. It's fundamentally like backwards, okay? Okay, sorry, I have to drink my tea. Yeah, I'm not a lazy person. I never liked night tapes. Oh, no, I didn't mean you. I just meant in general. Liz V, my SP definitely possesses narcissistic traits. And I'm not narcissistic at all. I don't get it. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if I dig into your past, I will figure it out. And you will too, obviously. Yeah, my subconscious is me, right? Yes, a part of you that was programmed in your childhood that never revisited, in short. Lista, making craft beauties. By the way, guys, if you haven't signed up, subscribe to Lista's channel, go ahead. She's making really cute things there. It is just fabulous. Go check it out. I love it. My SP thoughts are so much clearer after coaching. He's not more important after coaching. So much calmer and happier after coaching with Anna. Oh, Lista, thank you. That's so sweet. I do what I can. Yara, it's very passive way, night affirmations, and I feel that I want to be part of what's going on. What? Sorry, I don't get that. Okay. How to get them to come back, how to get them to change. Okay, again, any change is a manifestation. So any creation that you will proceed with, going forward, no manifestation is also a manifestation. All right, keep in mind, there's a reason why you're keeping it this way right now if you don't have what you want. Either to understand something about yourself, or most importantly, yes, or to really grasp this idea that it isn't them, it's me. Okay, it's all really the understanding around it. So you need to be there with the new version, because, and I know it's hard for a lot of you, for some of you, to get there because the motorcycles, muchismo. I can't think like that. 1 second. We interrupt the transmission for these motherfuckers. You need to mentally detach from the old story and embark on a new story with your new SP. And I understand this is not an easy task for people, especially if this person was unkind to you. Okay, but either way, you are going to have to release them, meaning that version that fucked up, this version that upset you, this version that did you wrong, or just basically, I mean, maybe didn't do anything wrong other than just leave and disconnect from you, which is also, you know, very heartbreaking, I understand. But I'm just saying, the believability has to be there. You're not going anywhere. And so how can you then go from the situation today to believing that they're coming back and coming back a new version? That's the journey. Okay. And the journey is entirely in your mind. If your mind can get there and fully accept that this is not only what will happen, that you are deserving of it, that you're accepting it as a possibility, and this is a foregone that is that it is a foregone conclusion. That it is a foregone conclusion, then the manifestation is automatic. So right now, if you are not manifesting this, a part of you is saying no to this creation. So you need to understand that part, right? This is why I'm saying leave the peanut gallery out of it, leave the SP out of it. It's all within your mind. So your mind has to connect with a new parallel reality. And this happens in stages. So it's like I always say, start your morning with meditation. Start your morning with things that you really adore. Take yourself shopping, go smell the roses, take a bubble bath. Bring a new vibration in, okay? Become somebody you haven't been before about this situation. Change your thoughts about your SP. Send more loving thoughts towards, I mean, once you get there. I'm not suggesting that you would, you know, just like in 1 second or in 1 day or in 1 month even, forgive them. Different people, different situations. It takes longer or shorter. Variables are, you know, all over the place. But sending good thoughts, good vibrations, and preparing your manifestations in this way, knowing exactly what you're doing in your mind versus what you used to do before, kind of like really unconsciously, is all the difference in the world. And then you understand not only how you created this SP, but how you're going to effortlessly and in a foregone conclusion way manifest this new version. Let me read some comments. Lista says, yep. Oh, Cat V, this is like, you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm in a luxurious world right now with all of these motherfuckers being deleted, all the spammers. I feel so brand new. Thank you, Cat V, for this luxurious experience. Best moderator ever. Yara, I mean, if I'm not aware of what I'm trying to reprogram my mind with, I feel that I'm not doing anything to change it. One more time. I mean, if I'm not aware of what I'm trying to reprogram my mind with, I feel that I'm not doing anything to change it. Yeah, that's perfectly logical. I had to read it one more time to make sure it makes perfect sense to me. Mohammed says, what are the origins of social anxiety, and how do you get rid of it when there is nothing to be anxious about, but you still get the weird feeling in your stomach and feel stressed for no reason? Well, my favorite, just, I'm not making fun. It's tied to an experience, or experiences plural. And you're reliving the drama because it's unreleased. That's the short of it. And I've dealt with it in my coaching very effectively over and over again. Yeah, it's just unreleased. You gotta keep in mind the energy, if unreleased about any dramatic experience, it just stays with you. It doesn't go anywhere. You need to process it, feel it, let go of it, forgive, etc. And then you will be free of all the kind of like the emotional component that is still living within you of this experience. You're just dragging along. There's no reason for you to be anxious anymore. There's no reason for you to feel whatever, afraid for your safety and this and that. And yet you still do. It's like your brain is stuck in the cycle. This is what PTSD is, by the way. Your brain cannot change, the record, so to speak. And it just keeps on a loop. You need to release that. You need to talk it out. You need to process it emotionally. That's what that is. Yeah, feel it to heal it, Yara, completely. But see, that's saying that though is just the beginning. It's not enough to describe like what I do in my coaching, because again, for me, it's my job to take my client to where they actually accept it as truth, what they want to feel now. Because a lot of people get so stuck in that zone of, I'm out of control, I don't have any power, I'm hopeless, I'm helpless, I don't control my reality. I mean, underneath it all, that's the belief that it's not enough to just say, just feel it. You have to take them through, this process of making it believable that something else is possible. Get V, I'm floating over here too. Yeah, this is the best day of my life. Oh my God, I'm so thirsty. Sorry. So if right now you are, going through situations, not feeling like you can manifest, or been trying to manifest, basically not getting what you want, understand that you're still living in the past, emotionally, mentally, vibrationally speaking. You're more living in the past, and you're looking at the reality that you really want as some kind of a fairy tale. And I want to tell you that fairy tale is just as real. You can switch into it in 1 second if you had been detached from that drama. That's what, mathematically, metaphysically, that's what needs to take place in order for you to be able to shift. And what the challenges of that, again, just want to reemphasize, is the forgiveness, because you can't erase your memory. You can just soften them, you can process them. And that's the challenge for a lot of people. Can things be different? Can this person come back different? Can I trust them again? Can I love them again? Because some of you, not for nothing, want to manifest an SP but don't really want them, because you realize that that wasn't right, and it's all, everything on the inside of you says no way, but your ego says yes, let's go manifest this motherfucker, and win this war. This is a wrong idea to manifest with. You really need to want this person. So the forgiveness becomes key, and also, yes, imagination of something else being completely possible. Duncan. Yeah, stop living in the past and start living in, not so much in the future. I would say in a different present. It's right here, right now. Like I said, you can switch in a second if you wanted to, if you were completely free of the past drama, trauma, panorama. You don't need that shit. You really don't need it. You've given maybe years and decades, like I said, to the past life that you yourself did not design. How much sense does it make to continue doing that? At some point it has to dawn on you, like, wow, I've wasted years being my parent, being my guardian, being my whomever, okay, that instilled in me this fear, this anxiety, this bullshit belief. Live, honestly, when, every time I go on live, I want to find the words how I started manifesting on purpose and what kind of shift occurred in my mind in order to finally get to this point of understanding that life is actually really easy. It really fucking is. You can complicate it many different ways, but actually, fundamentally, it's really easy. It's just, what do you want? What do you want? And can you focus on it? And can you be there? Very simplistically put. But of course, the challenge is that, listen, we don't come with clean slates. We come with histories, we come with baggage, we come with all sorts of stories. So changing the story and not being so married to your bullshit story from the past becomes the work. I mean, shedding skin, kind of like shedding skin, reinventing yourself, revolutionizing your life over and over again. That's the deal. Okay, I have like maybe 5 more minutes. So ask your questions if you like, please. That's how I talk to my dog. Sorry. Please. Yara, and change my story. I don't want to stay stuck there. Yes. Well, yeah, but that's what a lot of people are doing. Duncan. That's what I mean. It's hard, but it's worth it, right? Can I ask you a question? That's already a question. What do you want? What do I want? It's a very personal question. Yara, does detox help in the process? Yes, yes, it does. Actually, so funny, I'm doing one right now. Holy shit, bananas. I'm always with the detoxes, I know. But I finally found the supplements that, oh my fucking God, I swear I feel reborn. Like, I say this every time I do something, but this is on another level. It's all herbal. It's like the cleansing of the insides, colon cleanse. Herbal, you know, I didn't go anywhere or whatever. You do feel tired for a couple of days, really tired. But like on day 3 or 4, I was like, whoa, this is another level of clarity. Like, you feel like you're so clean, your head is extra sharp. I mean, it's just wild, you know. It's like, don't forget, we are, you know, biological beings, so the inside has to be clean and, you know, purified and this and that, because it does affect your chemistry. I mean, what else can I say? This is why, you know, this is why I do it so religiously. Like certain foods and drinks, you know, I can only speak from my experience. I've become vegan in 2016. I've never felt better in my life. I wasn't ready before. I tried it before. You have to be ready for it, like mentally, emotionally. I was just ready. I don't know how else to say it. Like, one day I just looked at meat and I was like, barf, you know, like, I can't do this anymore. Nothing specific happened, by the way. I just, you know, elevated in frequency. I feel like when you elevate your frequency, you can no longer eat these things and not feel like, you know, my favorite, like, cheat meal would be, you know, like, Chinese food and stuff. And I fucking love Chinese food still, but I just can't have it because I feel like, I mean, like, to say that I feel like shit afterwards is to say nothing. So just basically biologically just doesn't resonate with me. God knows what's in there. I don't want to know. So I literally, I eat so clean today, but not on purpose, because I want to. Meaning I'm not forcing myself. Ricky Jigs. Oh, hello. I remember you. Reprogramming yourself is one of the most difficult things to do. Not really, if you're excited about it, I would have to say. Yeah, it's a challenge. There is that. But it doesn't come with this like heaviness, you know? It's exciting. If you're excited about making a change in your life, fuck, you're gonna do whatever, okay? And then it becomes simpler somehow because you're excited about it, okay? All right. Mohammed, you seem like a good person who genuinely wants to help people. I hope you get everything that you want in life. I kind of already have, but yeah, thank you. But there's always more, of course. Thank you, Anna. Yara says, you're welcome. Anna, what tea helps most with detoxing? Well, that's a good question. I think I would have to say like the green tea or the white tea. I drink whatever. I love the supplements, and I'm not gonna advertise it here because YouTube and all this kind of stuff. But if you come into my coaching, I share all my, all what I do, obviously. And if, somebody's interested, then I share. I don't push anything on anybody. But it's all herbal. It's all, so tea, I mean, like right now I'm drinking black currant tea with black tea. But if you want to be kind of like clean and all that kind of jazz, I would go with, green tea or white tea. Okay, guys, I have to conclude here. Again, for those of you who want to like last minute go to my class like in 28 minutes, if you can sign the coaching agreement and send it to me by some magic and miracles, then do it. Otherwise, it's entirely your loss, and I don't know if I'll do another one. Or you can purchase the tape, which is totally fine. A lot of people have opted for that. Okay, thank you so much for showing up. Love you all. Thank you for coming. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.